My name is Donnie Walton, and I am a member of the 2023 West Star Leadership Program operated by UT Martin. Today, I'm pleased to interview Mr. Bill Latimer. Through this interview, I hope each of us can learn more about Mr. Latimer, his background, and some of his insight. Mr. Latimer, before I begin, I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to conduct this interview. This interview is part of the leadership legacy stories that have been done over the past several years in West Star, and these interviews will be available to view through the UTM West Star website for others to view in the future. We will start the interview off by allowing you to tell us a little bit about yourself and what's your occupation.
I was born August the 4th, 1938, which makes me coming up to almost age 85. I have lived in Union City most of my life, besides going to UT Knoxville to get an industrial engineering degree, and then I went into the Army for a while. After that, I had the opportunity to come back to Union City and go in business with my brother-in-law, Stockton Atkins. Worked with him for about a year or so, and then I went up to Waterfield Grain Company, where Jack Hudgens was the owner and manager. Jack was a fine mentor and just a great feller, and I worked up there with him for about 5 or 6 years. Then Jack was thinking that he might go into the ministry, so he gave me the opportunity to buy the business. Fortunately, he said, I will sell it to you with just a note, because I did not have any money at all. So I slept that night. I did not sleep, just deciding that I want to go in debt and buy it or not. So I said, what if I don't, then what will I do? So I did go on and sign the note and bought the business, which was a grain elevator business. And then we expanded that into the farm supply business. We kept it until I was about 55, and at that time the business was not as much fun as it used to be, so I sold everything that I personally managed, but I kept the businesses that I did not manage. After that, I started to trade commodities, and when most people retire at age 65, my commodity trading from 67 to 72, my age, God really blessed me, and I did more in those 7 years, many times more than I ever did in all of my business career. When I did sell the business, I could have retired, but I just, that is not me. I just wanted to go on and do more and be able to give back more.
Mr. Bill, you have given back to the community. Could you tell us why you give back, and also what determines where you give?
You know, when God has blessed you, whatever talents you have, and each one of us have different talents, but if He has blessed you in whatever manner, I think it's just the only thing that you should do is to give back to the community and give to others. You know, God said, you know, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, and I just think that that is a great philosophy to have through your entire life. He also says, don't withhold good from those who deserve it when it is in your power to help them. So I think we need to help people, especially those who want a hand up, not just a hand out. There is a big difference.
Mr. Bill, would you tell us a few of the things that you've done in giving back to your community?
Okay, let me preempt that answer by saying that God has blessed me much more than I could ever expect, and much more than I deserve. And everything that we have been able to do, has been because of God's blessings, not because of me. The first thing that we were able to participate in is the Obion County Public Library, and that is coming on 20 years this November 3rd, 2023. It is the largest privately funded library in the state. And I am prejudiced, I know, but I think it is, in the rural community, it is as fine of a library as anywhere. And even I think our next county, they have a new library, and someone told me, this is not fact, but that they had a $20 million bond issue on their library. So, different communities do things different, but Obion County, Union City, I think, is one of the most giving counties in the state. Our library ended up costing $5.5 million, and there was over 700 participants in giving some money. If it was just $10 or $20, but over 700 of the people in Obion County gave money to this library. The second thing that we have done, using God's blessings, is to have the first UT dental school outside of Memphis to help teach the fourth year dental students to improve their craft. What we do here, we have 6 chairs in a dental clinic. Every 2 weeks, 4 dental students come up, and they practice on the underprivileged, the ones who don't have a dentist. They will improve their craft by providing very cheap dental care to them. I think the minimum that each patient would pay would be $10 a visit. And this is if they pull 1 tooth or 5 teeth, just whatever they do, it is a flat $10. And you would be surprised at the number of people that can't afford to go to a dentist. Health-wise, an abscessed tooth will kill you. If you have the flu or COVID, a lot of times you just go home and rest and you will get over it. But an abscessed tooth will literally kill you. It is a win-win-win deal. Number one win is the students have people to practice their craft. Number 2 is people who don't have dental care, and a lot of them have never been to a dentist. They get a very reasonably priced, top of the notch dental care. Third is a win-win deal for the employer, because an employee that has a toothache is not going to perform near like he would if he or she felt well. So this is something that I think Obion County and Weakley County, Lake County, they all benefit by that. The third thing that we have been able to do was to provide the matching funds for the STEM building at UTM. The STEM building is a new building where all the chemistry, math, and other areas of studies is held, and it was opened up this winter time, and we think it is a good addition to UT Martin. In fact, it was the first building, classroom building, that has been built over there in the past 40 years. Now, to give back to your community, to me, you have to first determine where a need is. And we have been talking about financial needs, to do things, but there is just as many needs in the service area. And each person has different talents, and some people have talents to teach. Well, if you are, then do a great job teaching, and if you enjoy softball, baseball, can be a good coach, then do that. But just find a need, because everybody has talents and everybody can fulfill the need. You must first search and find that need, and then you fill it.
Mr. Bill, it's always an honor to sit and listen to you share your story as well as your accomplishments. And once again, on behalf of myself and those in the future that will see this interview, I'd like to thank you personally and thank you for what you do, what you have done in the past, and what you will continue to do from this day forward. Appreciate that.
Thank you.